Hi, Dave McConaughey here from DMC Fitness, Glasgow in Scotland, and today we're going to look at a series of band exercises to activate and warm up the shoulders and the back and the upper body. So the first exercise I'm going to do here is what they call a banded pull apart. I'm using this as a 20-pound band, so it's quite a light band. You want it to be light because we're going to do high reps and we are going to get a nice feeling from this. You're going to get a nice fire, a nice burn. First thing I'm going to do is pop my arms out, and then I'm going to pinch my shoulder blades down. So I'm going to pinch them down. I don't want to be up here. I'm kind of shrugging. I want to be down here. This is your start position. And then I'm going to extend out. Now the common fault is this knuckles back, as I call it. So we want knuckles forward. Yeah, we want the knuckles forward. So we come back in, and we come back out. I'm not coming all the way in here, all the way in and losing tension. I'm starting from tension here so I can feel the back of my shoulders working, and I'm extending out. I'm coming back in. I'm going to do 25 of these, but some days I do as many as 50. And the whole time I'm keeping my shoulders down. Do 5 more. A wee bit of an isometric hold at the end. And it's starting to tire, and that's what I want. So that's exercise number 1, is the pull apart. Exercise number 2, I'm going to bring my elbows round to the front of my body. Your mobility is going to determine how good you can do this. So essentially we want the elbows nice and tight. We're going to take a good tension on the band, and we're going to have a full grip, and the palms are going to be up the way. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to open out here. I'm going to externally rotate my shoulders, and I'm going to hold for anywhere between 5 and 10 seconds. And come back in. Again, open. I'm going to do 2 more. And 1 more. Good. I'm starting to feel my back warming up now. The third movement, I'm going to have straight arms. So my arms are going to be nice and straight, and I'm going to pull the band to the solar plexus area, and at the end range here, I'm going to pull my shoulder blades together. My shoulder blades are down. You'll notice I'm not up here. I'm retracting the shoulder blade down, and I'm opening out and back in. I'm coming to the midline, so I call this a mid-body pull apart. And what we're doing is we're starting to activate muscles in the kind of middle of the back. Nice and controlled. A nice squeeze at the end range. You're going to get a lot of chat from this, but that's what you want. It's a nice way to warm up and get the muscles all activated properly. Okay, I'm going to do 5 more here. And if fatigue's starting to kick in. Good. So it's a diagonal pull apart. So the top hand the thumbs up and the bottom hand the thumbs down. Because I've got these metal bits on my band, I always make sure they're at the bottom. Just in case it was to pop, then I don't want metal flying about when it's above my head. So, arms are out to the front. I'm going to extend out and across and squeeze and then bring them back into the centre line. I'm going to pull apart and squeeze, pulling my shoulder blades. Pulling my shoulder blades together at the end range. I'm going to do 2 more. And 1 more, then I'm going to swap over to the other side and just start straight away. And 1 more. Good. A face pull to an external rotation to an overhead press or a punch. It's lovely for shoulders and really nice to open up the back as well and get you warmed up. If you're not used to doing these, you'll get a decent bit of chat from this, muscle chat. That's a nice warm up drill. I use a cable, I do it with 2 ropes on the cable, but the band's just as good and just as effective. And if I wasn't in the gym, I was away, say in a hotel room or just not the gym equipment, but I had my bag with my kit, because I've got a wee boot bag which is like a gym in a bag, and I would do this variation. It's very good for the health of your shoulders and your upper back. And I've lost count, but I think this is 7. Starting to chat to me now. Good. We'll do 5 more. I prefer the kind of 15 rep range for these drills, just me personally. And I'll pull myself forward and I'll get into this position here this nice W position, as I call it. Yep. And then I'm going to internally rotate. I'm going to bring the shoulders, the hands together, sorry, for a chest press, and then back to start position. I'm going to internally rotate, and then press, and back, over, and press, and back, and just rep that out. When you first start doing this, it's probably going to feel like you're training, and you are training, but eventually this becomes activation drills. And what I mean by that is activating the shoulders, but you're also protecting the shoulders as well, because their needed shoulder health is really important, especially for those who sit at a desk a lot in what they call an internal rotation. But we all use phones, or the majority of us use phones as well, and that leads to, in many people, an internal rotation of the shoulder. These drills help to improve your posture, but also to prevent injury. So it's prehab drills. What prehab means is prevention of a rehabilitation. So prevention of injury. And obviously you get injured sometimes, but you can do things to try and limit that. And because I've been speaking, I've lost count. I'm going to do 5 more. Good.